Welcome back to the show, everyone. We've got important topics to talk to you about with Salus Homecare. We're diving into the importance of healthy aging and, more importantly, how to prevent falls. Joining me now is Quincy Novella and Melissa Harmon with Salus. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in today. These are very important topics, and I know all of us, no matter what age we are, we're faced with healthy aging and trying to prevent falls. Right. So, Melissa, welcome back to California.
Thank you.
You've since
It's good to
moved
be in
here
the warmth.
to take care of your parents. So I know that this is a very important topic to you personally. What are, in your opinion, and in you're a physical therapist?
Yes, I'm
so
a PT.
What have you seen come in your through your practice, like the number one reason that people fall?
Well, we know statistically that we lose muscle as we age, and that accelerates after the age of 60. So by 80, if we are inactive, we have lost maybe even 30% of our muscle bulk. So, but all is not lost. We have a way of preventing that strength and muscle loss by becoming more active. That's where some walking program comes in. And walking really is the best way to prevent, these things that happen with aging. Falls are a natural part of aging, but there are ways to prevent them.
Yes.
So that's the good news.
Now, can you actually rebuild muscle by walking?
Yes, it's never too late to build muscle.
And that's kind of the easiest thing to do.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
It's easier than going and lifting weights at the gym. Although you should do that too.
You should do that. Yeah, there's so many great aspects about walking that helps you with aging. We lose muscle strength, but we also suffer some cardiovascular effects in aging, and joint stiffness. Walking can help you with all these things.
Wow.
It can even improve sleep, and Salus can help you with that.
Well, fantastic. And I was going to ask Quincy, how do you create a safe environment in your clients' homes?
So when we go out and we do typically when a patient needs some care, I go out and I do an assessment. We do a home safety evaluation, making sure they have all the equipment in place, looking at their mobility. If there's needs, I would call a doctor, get some orders for some therapy. And then, because therapy is what's going to help them thrive. I always say the more they can get out of their home and their four walls, the more they're going to thrive.
Absolutely.
Mental health is just as important as our physical health. So getting out and doing those things clears your mind.
Even if you're resistant to getting out, because I know the longer that people sort of become inclusive, the harder it is to actually force yourself to get out there. Right?
Sometimes it's nice to have a partner in those things, whether it's your friend that you're partnering up with or a caregiver that will carry out a program that the therapist has designed for you. But even if you're not getting out, there's so many things that you can do at home and lots of programming that can be done.
Do the two of you work together and go inside people's homes to make sure? I mean, you had mentioned
probably not at the same time. Sometimes I do a visit and the therapist is there. It just kind of all depends. And sometimes it's good for me to see how a patient transfers or what we can do better. And so therapist shows caregiver, works with the caregiver, and so that we don't miss anything, so we can keep the client as strong as possible.
So Melissa, you had started to mention that there are several things that people can do within the home
to prevent falls.
To prevent falls, keep themselves more fit, more active. Can you give us some examples of what that might look like?
Yeah. So in terms of just a simple all-over exercise is sitting to standing. Sitting to standing. You should
almost a squat.
Almost a squat, but you have a seat behind you for safety. So
and that's really going to strengthen the quadricep muscles, right?
There was a study done that said that if you squat down 10 times every hour, that's equivalent to 30 minutes of walking, which is the recommendation, by the way, 30 minutes of walking 5 times a week. And sometimes it's hard to get there by yourself. So that's kind of what we're here for.
Well, I will tell you what helps with that is a dog.
Yes.
True.
I had a little Sheltie for 13 years, and his health was more important than mine, and so I walked him for at least an hour. Well,
That was your partner too.
I didn't.
Yeah, that was your partner. That gives you purpose to get out there, and that's what's important.
100%.
Yeah.
And in terms of preventing falls, of course, looking at the home is important. But some of the just basic tips and tricks is to move objects that you use more often around waist level in the kitchen, putting bars in the bathroom, picking up throw rugs, wearing proper footwear that covers your whole foot, things like that.
That's one of the bigger issues. Everyone likes to use their slippers or, the slip-on shoes, and that's a
Flip-flops.
Yeah, not recommending flip-flops.
Exactly. Well, but it doesn't even have to happen within the home. My sister-in-law was playing pickleball and fell and broke her hip. So, I think it just goes back to maintaining as much muscle structure as we possibly can.
Right, right. And that walking helps with your mood, your brain activity, your circadian rhythm. I mean, I cannot think of anything negative about walking. It helps your flexibility, your balance, your strength, everything.
Well, I think that there's a walking club here in the village.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah, so people need to start joining it. So aside from specifically exercise related, are there any other types of activities or nutrition or anything else that viewers should have on their radar to incorporate in their daily lifestyle?
Sure, we know that hydration is important, especially as we're having these really warm days. When you are not hydrated, you tend to feel a little bit dizzy and weak, so we want to stay hydrated. And high density nutrition is good. Protein helps to keep your muscles strong.
Right. And Quincy, are some of these things what you review with clients when you go into their home to give them an in-home assessment?
Yes.
Do you make sure that they're getting their exercise and they're eating properly? Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no, that's all on our care plan. So when we develop the care plan, every single care plan I write, it doesn't matter what diagnosis is, it's always encourage hydration at all times, because dehydration is the number one reason why 911 is called.
Is that right?
That's what they have told us, so they've asked us to put it on our care plans. And clients don't really realize it, and dehydration causes so many other effects.
What are some examples of something that somebody would be feeling to know the
actually,
signs?
the first sign of dehydration isn't always thirst. It can be feeling very fatigued and maybe dizzy or a little loopy.
It does cause cognitive issues. It causes dizziness that will also cause falls. So we encourage hydration at all times. We encourage the caregivers, to make 3 full meals per day. Most clients usually like 2, typically 2 meals per day, and that's okay as long as they're getting the right ingredient. The protein is what's important.
So how much water for the hydration effect do people really need to be drinking?
I think it all depends, because we have some that are on fluid restriction as well, but we just have to make sure that we jot down all those things. But isn't it 32 ounces for a senior, or no?
I think between 32 and 48 ounces is a good range, and of course we have to take into consideration any doctor's orders for fluid restriction. So something else is to look at your vision and your hearing. All those senses come into, and your medication too. So we can help with that too, looking at medication. That affects falling. It can put you at risk for fall.
So Quincy, if somebody was interested in contacting Salus, what's the best method to do so? Is it online? Is it pick up the phone?
I think our phone is the best way. I mean, our corporate office is right here in Irvine, and then they connect it to me if they need an assessment, and I can go out. Sometimes I can go same day, sometimes schedule for the next day. We want to help. We want to be available at all times.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you're such an asset to this community, and everybody appreciates it. So, thank you, ladies, for
Thank
coming
you for
and
having us.
sharing this information with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages.